Right. Sharad Kohli, let me, take that across to you. What, outlook are we also getting on the trade negotiations and the trade talks with the US through this statement by S. Jaishankar?
Well, good evening, Uday. Good evening to my fellow panelists and NewsX viewers. I think as of now, I don't see any headway, at least for the immediate time that we are talking about. But I'm still very hopeful of the time to come because we all know President Trump for his flip-flop kind of an attitude. And I'm sure he will increasingly realize that what he is doing is not correct. I mean, statements like, India is funding the Russian war. I mean, that statement to me sounds ridiculous because you basically what you're trying to say is that for all the people being killed in Ukraine, India is responsible. Keeping in mind the fact that in 2022, when the oil prices had started soaring because of the Russia-Ukraine war, it was America who said that go ahead and carry on buying from Russia because the prices would have shot through the roof otherwise. And all right, they may have been Democrats at that time, but as a country, your policy has to be consistent. And at least Trump administration should remember that this was the stance taken by the Biden administration at that point of time. So I think that is where they will probably have to rethink the whole thing. And the animosity with Russia being vented out on India and India being used as a tool or Russia being used as a tool and whatever they're trying to do. And now, what has happened recently is that another 2 weeks time has been given to President Putin. So the meeting between President Putin and President Trump was more of a photo op, if you ask me. I was the first one amongst the panelists to say that, this is a photo op. This is not going to result in anything, basically. And I think the Putin-Zelensky meeting is not happening. So effectively, what it means is that the Russia-Ukraine war is going to go on. In fact, things may get more aggravated from here on. We have been hearing about some nuclear movements happening on either sides at some places. So things don't seem to be going very well now. But having said that, from an economic perspective, Uday, I think America will start feeling the pinch if somebody has heard the Jackson Hole Symposium minutes, which was held yesterday in America. The governors have expressed their concern that the prices have started shooting up, although they have to pose and they have to form a posture saying everything is okay, American economy is doing well. But fact of the matter is otherwise. American economy is not doing well at all. No investments are coming. Cost of living is shooting up through the roof. New employment is not being generated. These are the three basic parameters, Uday, which I have been very closely following. On all these three parameters, America is not scoring well. So this will start counting on the minds of President Trump, and my fear is that people might come on the streets because you can only tolerate as much as you can take, because if the prices keep going through the roof, you will not be able to meet your basic requirements like utility bills, your grocery bills, and other expenses. So I think that is going to hit people of America, and it's just a matter of time, which is why I think that things may turn around and he will have to realize that what he is doing is not correct. India and America are natural allies. One is the largest democracy, one is the oldest democracy. People of America are flabbergasted. They're surprised. I've been talking to so many people across America. I've got friends, I've got business associates, I've got extended family there. I've got so many people out there. All of them are absolutely surprised. They are in anguish, in fact. They say, we've never seen Indian-American relations at such a low. And
Right.
Rabinder has written a book on President Trump. I wonder if he's going to add a few more chapters to that book, to complete that book and add a few more chapters about this part of the story of President Trump. Well, I hope sense prevails on him, Uday, as early as possible.
Okay.